We got a brand new look at Vice City, and despite everybody's praise for this beautiful shot, holy shit, there's also some minor criticism about the quality from some people, and I want to go ahead and address those minor problems because I think this is an important lesson in open world game development that people should be aware of. Now here we have this beautiful shot of Vice City, and you can see that there's so much going on screen. For example, there are 11 air vehicles. You can see this one in the foreground, but also this one right here in the background. And there's so many boats, and even here on the bridge, the draw distance of the car is absolutely insane. But of course, that comes with some compromises. For example, there has been some criticism of this Ferris wheel not having any reflection on the water. And this is a creative optimization decision. What a lot of people forget is that what they are looking at right here is not only all rendered in real time, but this is the open world simulation of what is going on. This is basically you as a player flying in first person with a helicopter in between the buildings of Vice City, which is absolutely insane. And this is what you see in the actual game. So if you want to have all these planes, and if you want to have all these moving cars, and even here in the distance it is pretty pixely, but all these lights are still moving here and there. Even the curvature of the earth is being shown, because if I put a straight line from here to here, you can see that there's actual curvature going on right there, which is absolutely insane. The way Rockstar has optimized its new Rage engine, which is what GTA 6 is running on, is that moving objects are not part of the RTX reflections. And the Ferris wheel is a part of it. It does move as well. You can see that it rotates, and therefore it is a moving object. And it's crazy, by the way, if you zoom in here, this building right here is from trailer 1. If we go to this first trailer and we go to this shot, you can actually see that this is that same building right there, and it changes colors on the outside neon panels right there, which is super cool. By the way, you might be wondering, what is this website? This is a website that I'll be launching. It's gonna be before trailer 3 drops, with a giant visual based forum where you can basically create your own theories, and the best findings will be featured. You will even be able to win a free pre-order copy of Grand Theft Auto 6 if you have the best finding when the third trailer comes out. Another criticism people have is, where are the NPCs? You can see that there are a couple of NPCs. You see here that there are 2 NPCs, and if we go to the left right here, inside the pool, this might be NPCs or like smaller little, objects or something, but they are kind of absent here. Usually you would see them right here on the balconies. Of course, in trailer 1, you can see here that they are chilling on the balconies right there. I don't really see any NPCs chilling on one of these balconies, so I don't know if that's gonna be even in the game. Would be pretty cool to have in the game though. But I have a little theory that these are actually not NPCs at the moment. I feel like these are kind of mannequins, like dummies, that are being placed there to give us the illusion that there are some NPCs here, because I feel like with a draw distance like this, it is almost impossible to put actual NPCs in there. Of course, there are other shots that do have a lot of NPCs like further in the background, but these NPCs have so much detail. Like even in trailer 3, you see that all these NPCs are so detailed. There are so many of them, and this is really for those close up, on the ground moments. But yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it if you're just flying. Maybe they'll just have a very simplistic, like dummy kind of models that are like super low poly to be able to, you know, generate them and have them walk, because man, there's already so much going on. You can only do so much with the amount of objects and polygons and lighting you want to put in there. Now, another criticism is about this right here, the interiors. This is something I picked up right at the beginning when I saw this for the first time. I was super excited about this moving video right here, but pretty quickly I found that this is basically just a 2D 360 HDR image. I mean, it does move, it is a parallax type of deal right there, but I don't even see what this is. Like, what are we looking at? Are these plants? This is a TV maybe? Where are the tables, you know, and chairs and things like that? Is this a bed? What actually is this? Same goes for here. What is this? I think this is attached to the window itself, but I'm not really sure. Same with this. This is just an empty room with like a plant. This is a door maybe. This is maybe the bed or something. So it's really up for interpretation. And again, this is optimized for the player to fly through. So these little interiors aren't the priority. Looking at how beautiful this cityscape is right here, that's the priority in terms of rendering. Does that mean that buildings aren't fully enterable? No, they can still be fully enterable. Does that mean that every single room will not have an interior? No, every single room can still have an interior, because it's different when you as a player are inside the building compared to flying outside. And same goes for this other building right here, where it's even less clear what we are looking at. And of course also most of these other rooms are empty and just blacked out, so you cannot really even see them. But this is clearly not 3D models inside there. And to be honest, why would you have 3D models inside if the focus really is on the city itself? This goes to show a couple of things. First of all, this is the realest shot we've ever gotten for GTA 6 up until this point. This is the most up-to-date shot of Vice City and the technological leap that they've been optimizing from trailer 1 to trailer 2 and now to this moment in time right before trailer 3, hopefully. Another thing is that this shot is 4K 30 FPS. So unless you are gonna be on PC whenever that comes out, or maybe the PS5 Pro, we will probably be stuck with 30 FPS, which people are complaining about all the time if GTA 6 is gonna be 30 FPS, but trust me, if you're playing the game, you're gonna be so immersed. I don't think 30 FPS is that much of a big deal. Or you just get the PS5 Pro and that will probably have you play at 40, 45 frames per second or something like that. I'm not really big on FPS, I could care less, you know. I come from a time where things were like 5 FPS, so that's fine to me. So 30 is great. But yeah, this is all in-engine, real-time rendered. This is no lies. This is exactly the product that you are going to get when it comes out. This is still like 4 to 5 months from the release date, so they still have optimizations to do. And there are still like 6,000 people working on this game every single day, probably also in the weekend. I just love some details like this little red light here and here actually reflecting on the building, showing that everything interacts with each other, and the RTX is close up really doing its thing. Also down here, the way that just the light hits these pools, and also these little light bulbs right here reflecting on the ground, which is super beautiful. And just like the way that, you know, the lighting is super accurate right here. I don't think we've ever had that up until maybe like the GTA 5 Enhanced Edition, but then still they had to do with what they had back then in the day. So I really love this shot, man. It's so beautiful. If you would show this to somebody who has no idea that this is a GTA 6 video, this would just be Miami for them. I mean, just look at this. At first glance, it's hard to tell which one is GTA, but as you can see, the top one is actually real life, and then the bottom one is Grand Theft Auto. And you can see that the top one does have a lot more skyscrapers. But people also forget, if you pan the camera to the right, and we can see this if we click on see on map here, it will go to the actual official mapping project. You can see that the camera is pointed towards this side. This island is not visible and does have a couple of skyscrapers as well. You shouldn't underestimate how large Vice City is and how many skyscrapers there are. Not to mention that behind this skyscraper might be another skyscraper. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. So I just wanted to make this little mistakes video that are actually features. And thank you all so much for watching. Turn on those notification bells to get new daily breakdowns of Grand Theft Auto 6. And thank you to the members. Let's get hyped, boys!